Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I'm not able to be with you today for the annual meeting of the Alliance 2015, but I'm so pleased to be able to send a short message to all of you at this important time. Everyone in this room works tirelessly to amplify the voices and concerns of the world's citizens, and I commend you for your example as civil society leaders. With the 2030 Agenda and the Paris Agreement adopted in 2015, world leaders, together with the unprecedented participation of citizens and stakeholders, set out their vision for the future of humanity. It includes many features. One is to end poverty and hunger once and for all, leaving no one behind. Another is to prioritize human rights, addressing injustice and empowering women. And the third feature is to ensure that the inheritance of future generations is safeguarded by building resilience and tackling the impacts of adverse climate events. This is an ambitious agenda. However, it will only have meaning for our world and its people if it's fully implemented by all. The level of ambition agreed by national leaders and reflected internationally does need to be nurtured in local communities so that it takes root everywhere. This year alone, we would like the 2030 Agenda to be known by 2 billion people worldwide. And by the end of 2017, we would like to have activated 700,000 committed activists. Alliance 2015 has such an important role in helping us to achieve this. Through your campaigns, you've reached hundreds of thousands of citizens across Europe, raising awareness in communities and households and mobilizing youth for development. Help us now to reach out far and wide to amplify the message of this golden opportunity and to ensure it is heard by everyone. Help us to amplify the voices of those leading in their own communities. Help us to create avenues for citizens to engage. To implement the 2030 Agenda, all segments of society must be empowered to play their part through new and innovative approaches that bring all actors together behind the common goal of ending poverty and hunger for all and for good. Again, you have experience in this area because at the operational level, by coming together in the past 15 years, you multiplied the contribution that each of the 7 individual organizations in Alliance 2015 could make to the Millennium Development Goals in the countries where you work. This experience in advocacy and joint working is so important. And I'm happy that you will now refocus your energies on how you can contribute. I encourage you to continue to seek new ways of collaboration and joint working amongst the Alliance members and with others to reflect the interconnected and integrated nature of the agenda. I encourage you to continue your work on conflict, in particular on trying to address the root causes and consequences of conflict. I encourage you to continue your work on climate change and making certain that everyone everywhere understands the importance and urgency of working to address the consequences of climate change. And I encourage you to ensure that at the national level, the 2030 Agenda is understood and owned by citizens, communities, local and national governments, civil society organizations of all levels, and business enterprises of all sizes. So thank you, genuinely thank you, for this opportunity to interact with you today and to speak with you. I do wish you the very best in your discussions.